welcome to lesson 15. At the end of this class, you should be able to read tricky words. You should be able to ask and answer questions about key details in the story, King and Queen. You should be able to complete spelling tricky words and noun activities. Okay, let's get started. Tricky word. We're going to review some of the tricky words that has been taught. We talked about the tricky word he, you. That's the tricky word we learned in our last class. Tricky word you, tricky word they, she, dear, we, be, my, me, by, and your. These are some few tricky words that we've learned. Now over to our story. Yeah, we have an interesting story for today. Very, very interesting. Okay, and the title of our story is King and Queen. Can I hear you say the title again? King and Queen. Okay, in the story Falls and Mel, Gran told Josh and Jen a tale to help them fall asleep. Do you remember? Okay, now today or in this class, you will hear another one of Gran's tales. Another one of Gran's tales. This one is about a king and queen. Okay, let's review the vocabulary before we start. The new words you'll find in today's story. The first one is sock and mope. Sock and mope. Sock and mope means to be quiet and put. To be quiet. When somebody is too quiet, you will say, you are sulky. So sock and mope means to be quiet and pout. Then the next one is slop. Can I hear you say slop? Slop. Slop means food that is messy and not good to eat. Food that is messy, that is bad. Bad food. It is not good to eat. Slop, food that is messy and not good to eat. The messy I'm talking about is M-E-S-S-Y, okay? M-E-S-S-Y. Food that is messy and not good to eat. The next one is odd. Odd means strange, something that is strange or unusual. Odd means unusual or strange. Then the last one is drift off to sleep. Drift off to sleep. Drift off to sleep means to fall asleep. You may be talking to someone and the person just falls asleep. The person just drifts off to sleep. So drift off to sleep means to fall asleep. Beautiful. Now, what do you think might happen in Gran's tale about a king and a queen? What do you think will happen? I know. What do you think? Okay, that the queen is the wife of the king. Yes, actually, I think so too. The king is the husband to the queen. I think that's all I know for now. When we read the story, we'll be able to tell better, okay? Now, let's listen carefully to learn about what happens in Gran's tale of a king and queen. King and queen. Gran, George says, will you tell us a tale? Yes, Jane says. Yes, says Jane. Tell the one where you had to scare off the mad hog. No, says Josh. Tell the one where you were on that ship in the winds and waves. I will tell you a tale I made up, says Gran. This is a tale of a king and his queen. Okay, let's keep going. Once there was a queen who felt sad. All she did was sulk and mope. Sulk and mope. The king felt sad that his wife was so sad. He made eggs to cheer up the queen. But the queen said the eggs had a bad smell. Yuck. What word you use to describe the queen at this point? I don't like what she did. I don't like what she did. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. The king made a cake, but the queen did not like it. Really? Why is the queen so sad? Well, I don't know. The king made gumdrops. Hope you remember what gumdrops is from our previous class. Okay, gumdrop is a type of candy. So the king made gumdrops, but the queen did not like them. By this time, the king was sad. He was mad. He went back to the stove and made a pot of green slop. Green slop. Hope you remember what slop is. Slop is food that is messy and not good to eat. Let's see if the queen will like it. There, there, the king said, this slop is not fit to feed to pigs. The queen will hate it. But so what? The king piled some slop on a plate. Then he gave the plate to the queen. The queen had a bite. She said, this is the best, ye? Yuck! The queen is eating a slop. Okay. Did she like the green slop? Jen asked. Yep, says Gran. That was an old tale, says Jane. That was an odd tale, says Jane. Odd but fun, says Josh. Gran tucks the kids in, then Josh and Jane drift off to sleep. How come the queen loved the slop more than the eggs and the gumdrops that the king made? Don't know. Okay, it's question time. It's question time. Were there any parts of the story that were confusing to you? Oh, yes. I was confused. Yes. How come the queen will love slop, food that is messy and not good to eat? How does she love it? Why did she not eat the egg? Why did she not eat the gumdrop? She did not eat the gumdrop and then she ate the slop. Okay, we'll talk about that in class. Number 2, how does the queen feel at the beginning of the story? How did she feel at the beginning of the story? Can you answer that? Okay, I'm waiting. She felt sad. She was sulk and mope. She felt sad. The queen feels sad at the beginning of the story. Number 2B, what does she do that shows she is sad? What did the queen do that shows that she is sad? She did not eat the food. Okay, the queen sulks and mopes. This shows that she is sad. She sulks, she mopes, and it shows that it is sad. She did not even eat the food. She rejected the nice food that the king made. Okay, question 2C. Why do you think she feels this way? Why is she sad? Maybe there's something the king did that she does not like. Maybe. Number 3, what does the king try to do to cheer up the queen? To cheer up the queen. What did the king try to do? Can you tell me? Okay. He makes the eggs. He makes her eggs. He made cake. He made gumdrops to make the queen happy, to cheer her up. But the queen does not like the food. It does not work. Did it work? It didn't work. It didn't work because the queen does not like the food. Okay. Question number 4. The king decides to make her green slop. Does he think the queen will like it? No. No. Remember when he was making it, he was like, he was sad. He was saying that, let me see if she will like this one. He was actually making it. He knows that the queen will not like it. But the table turned. No, he does not think the queen will like it. What do Josh and Jane do after listening to one of Gran's tale? What did they do after listening to the tale of the king and queen? Josh and Jane drifted off to sleep after listening to the Tale. Do you think Gran enjoys telling tales? Why or why not? Do you think Gran enjoys telling tales? I think she enjoys telling tales. Yeah, for her to make up a tale that is so interesting, she loves making tale. Okay, we've come to the end of this class. This is where we are going to be drawing our curtain for today for this class. And don't forget to work on your worksheet 15.1. Let's see again in lesson 16.